sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13.
So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil18 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mafex Medicom Toy Batman Hush Superman. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So as everyone can see, we do get the same style box that we got with the Batman Hush figure. So we do get the one right there on the front of the box. On the left side says Batman Hush. We do get a dope image of the Superman figure. So Superman Batman Hush version action figurine DC Mafex Medicom Toy. Alright, let's continue. In the bottom of the box here, we do get the barcode and the lovely bluster. Who cares about? Then here's the top of the box, the one side there, the other side of the box, the back. Does show some pretty cool posters you can get the Man of Steel into, along with most of his accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure over to take a closer look at what I'm hoping will be the definitive 1/12 scale comic version Superman action figurine. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look at the Man of Steel here, and this is my favorite Superman figure in my collection right now. I really love the way this turned out. Mafex definitely nailed it, man. They did justice to one of the most iconic superheroes, period. The face sculpts turned out really nice, man. Certain angles, the face, like right here, reminds me of Matthew Perry, and I'm like, damn it! Now I can't unsee it! But the face sculpt does have a very Superman-y type look. Eyes both painted look in the same direction. Very clean paintwork on the face there. I think there's a very subtle shading on the skin tone. And it looks good, man. We get the classic Superman curl on the hair. Very clean paint where the skin tone meets the color of the hair. And I like the black and like bluish color mixed throughout the hair. That does look really nice and very comic booky as well, man. Nice sculpt detail to it. Also, the cape here, I dig the cape. I like the material it's made out of. It's a nice red. I like how we have the Superman logo on there as well. The only issue with my cape is it's a little longer on the right side compared to the left, which, I mean, if you're posing it around, like it's flapping around in the wind, it looks fine. But if you have it straight down like that, you gotta try to mess with it to make it look more even. That's the only issue really that I have with this figure. The stitching on the cape also turned out really nice, and then we do get like the fold type pieces. If you bunch the cape up a certain way, you can make it look like it's folded a little bit there. And I like how the bendy wire runs all the way through to where the cape is connected onto the figure there. The torso here looks pretty good too. I mean, Superman does wear a very plain costume, but it looks good. This Superman S logo turned out really nice. Very clean paintwork, nice and centered as well. The blue looks great too. I dig the blue and red colors that they chose for Superman. The yellow I'm not the biggest fan of, but I believe this is what it looks like in the comic book Batman Hush. And we get a very, very subtle shading on the blue, which also turned out really nice. Very nice sculpt detail on the muscle definition. The arms look pretty good. We do get that shading, the subtle shading once again. Elbow joints look pretty good. There's the back. Very nice sculpt detail and nice subtle shading once again. Then we do get his underwears that he wears on the outside of his pants. The belt looks fine, pretty plain looking. And we do get a few sculpted wrinkles on the underwear piece there as well. A little bit on the back also. Is there shading on it? I can't really tell. The legs here, once again, that subtle shading, nice sculpt work on the muscle definition. Knee joints look pretty good. There's the back, and then the boots look good too, man. Very clean paint where the red meets the blue, and then the feet there look fine. Awesome. And then the bottom of them, not much going on. So overall, even though Superman does have a very plain suit, I think Mafex did an exceptional job with the Man of Steel here. And like I said, this is now my favorite Superman figure in my collection. It was the Mafex Justice League Superman, but this one definitely took its spot as my favorite Superman figure at number 1. But definitely happy as hell with how the detail turned out on Clark Kent here. But anyway, let's continue on! Moving on to the accessories, this Batman Hush Superman isn't really included with a ton of stuff. I wish they included another alternate head
or two, and maybe his eye laser effect, or a head sculpt with the eye laser molded onto the eyes or something like that. That would have been so dope. Whenever I get a Superman figure, especially an import one, it just baffles me as to why we never get a dope ass eye laser accessory with Superman, damn it! But what we do get with the figure, first and foremost, like always with Mafex, which I greatly appreciate, we always do get a stand. We have the base, the arm, and clamp, and it does have the basic Mafex stand. Articulation, so we do get that, and then we do get 2 interchangeable head sculpts. And starting on the left there, we do get the basic serious stern look, which is the one that does come on the figure out of the packaging. And like I said before, they did a great job with that head sculpt there. It does have a little touch of Matthew Perry in the face sculpt there, so we do get that one. And then finally on the right there, we do get the angry teeth gritted face, and it looks like he's about to use his laser eyes because his eyes are red there. And damn, man, I think this is going to be the second or third time I said this, but I wish we got another alternate head or two with this Superman, because it's already limited with accessories with what you can include with Superman, so why not go all out with different facial expressions, man? So we do get the 2 interchangeable head sculpts, and like I said, they did a great job on both of them, and they are very simple to swap out. I will show you how to do that right now. And swapping the heads for Superman here is very basic when it comes to Mafex, so just pull up on the head sculpt, it pops right off there, take the other one and push down on the ball peg, and once you hear that like pop or feel it, then you know it is properly and fully connected, and it's very simple to do as you just saw. So we do get the 2 interchangeable head sculpts, and then we also get an extra right hand for the Batman Hush Batman, and it is the blue and gray costumed one, which I did sell mine because I like the black and gray costume one, so I can't even use that accessory if I wanted to, but it does have a ring which is made of kryptonite. So we do get that for Batman, and then we do get some vines, which is how I guess Poison Ivy is manipulating or controlling Superman. So we do get this vine here, which just goes around his neck. You could just wrap it around his neck there. And the vines look fine. Does look like vines, I guess. And it is a very soft, rubbery type plastic. So we have that one to go around his neck. And then we do have the ones that go around his arms or forearms here. And these look fine too. It does look like the vines from Poison Ivy there. And they are soft, rubbery type plastic as well, and these are very simple to get on. I'll show you how to do that shortly. And then, as I mentioned, we do get a right fist for the blue and gray version of the Batman Hush Batman with the kryptonite ring on there. So definitely cool that they gave this to Superman, but I mean, they should have just gave it with Batman, and like I said, they should have gave Superman a couple more alternate head sculpts, but this looks fine here, and a picture should pop up to show you what it looks like on the Batman. So we do get that stuff, and let me show you how to get these vines on right now quickly, so you can also see what it looks like on Super Duperman. So the way you get these vines on Superman is very simple. The one that goes around his head, you can either pop the head off and put it on, or you could just wrap it around Superman's neck like that. And then the ones you get on the hands, just pop the hands off. Well, on the arms, you got to pop the hands off. Then just put the vines up the forearm, and then just put the hand right back on. And then there you go, as simple as that. So we do get that stuff. And then we finally get, not including that extra Batman hand, for Superman himself, he is included with 8 alternate hands. And starting on the top right here, we do get a pair of fists, of course, which do come on the figure out of the packaging. Then we do get another pair of fists, but just like the Batman Hush Batman, there is a little wedge by the thumb there, and that, I believe, is meant for Superman to, like, hold his cape, which I do like that they include these hands with these figures. Then we do get a pair of, like, open resting type hands. We do get a pair of karate chippity chop chop hands, and then finally we do get a pair of open splayed out type hands, and these are probably my favorite hands out of all 10 of them, and I love that they added a subtle shading around the knuckles on the top of the hand. Really love when figure companies
do that. And all the hands are pretty simple to swap out as well. And like what Daredevil 19 always does say, that is a good thing, because you don't want to risk breaking a wrist joint on your new Mafex Batman Hush Superman. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with the Man of Steel. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Superman to the very top of his hair. He is around 6 inches and 1/4 of an inch tall. And then here he is compared to the Mafex Justice League Superman, the Mafex Batman Hush Black and Gray version Batman, the McFarlane Toys Superman, and the Storm Collectibles Doomsday. And I think his scaling is pretty good. I don't know though, because he seems to be the same height as Batman, and I believe Superman is a little bit taller than Batman, but I could be mistaken. And then here he is compared to the Mafex Aquaman movie, Aquaman, the Mafex Justice League Flash, the Rebel-Tech Amazing Yamaguchi All Might, and the Dasen model Saitama. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectibles Sector, the Marvel Legends Retro Series Deadpool, the Mafex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for Superman's articulation, he does have some really good movement and pretty basic for Mafex as well. So we do get the 2 joints at the neck. The upper neck joint is that kind of curved barbell type joint that we have been getting with their figures. So with both joints, Super Duper Man can pretty much look all the way down. His chin does bump into the chest there. And then going up, if you get that angled barbell type joint to go that way, you can get his head to look up really good. But be careful, because the black from his hair does rub on to the skin tone and it will cause a little bit of damage. And then for both joints, excellent pivot, man. That is fantastic. Oh, pivot! Great neck movement here. Lower neck joint does swivel, and then of course the upper neck joint does as well. And the cape is articulated as well, because we do have the bendy wire running down both sides. Wish they would add the bendy wire on the bottom as well, because that does help a ton when it comes to posing. Cloth wired capes. Then we do get 2 joints at the torso, one at the torso of course, and then the waist. So with both joints, and those are barbell type joints as well, Superman crunches forward really well, man. Nice torso and waist movement going forward. Then going back, be careful, because the underwear piece can get caught under the lower torso. Just make sure you tuck it, or tuck the lower torso back into the underwear piece. And then both joints goes back really well too, so excellent for flight poses. And the waist joint on mine is a bit tight. It's not super tight, but there is some tightness to it. And then the torso does have good pivot. The waist does too, so combining both the joints, great pivot there. So far, pretty much perfect articulation as of now. Great swivel at the waist, and then a bit of swivel at the torso. Then the arms here, we do have a pretty good circular motion out of the shoulder, a point of articulation I do like very much. You could use it like a butterfly joint as well. Then the arms do go out to the sides. Let's see here, a bit more than 90 degrees, so that is always dope. They do go up and down. And then we do have true bicep swivel, and when I opened my figure out of the packaging, the joint here wasn't fully connected to the shoulder, so it was super loose, and then I realized it wasn't fully pegged in, so now it's nice and tight there. And don't remember if I said true bicep swivel, but we do have true bicep swivel. And we do have the double jointed elbows, and they pretty much bend in all the way. Then we do have a ball hinge on the wrist, so that does swivel and hinges back and forth. Now for the legs here, they do drop down a bit, and there is some tightness overly tightness at the hip or leg joints there. Mainly my left one. The right one isn't as bad, but they do shift down a tiny bit, as you can see in Superman. Crotch piece is a softer rubbery type plastic, but he can kick forward pretty much 90 degrees, so I am definitely good with that. Goes to the back almost 45 degrees, so I'm fine with that. Then let's see if the Man of Steel can Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he cannot, but pretty damn close. So still, man, he see here how tight the joint is. I don't like that. But he pretty much has perfect articulation still. Then we do get a pretty good hip swivel there. That one is tight as well. When they move forward, that's where you hear the tightness on the leg joints, which I do not like. But we do get a double jointed knee that pretty much bends back all the way. Great articulation, man. Then we do get the swivel at the ankles. They hinge up, not too much, but they do a bit. Then they hinge down really well, and then we do get a fantastic ankle pivot, man. And then, of course, we do get the toe hinge. So overall, I am extremely impressed with the articulation. This is my type of articulation on a figure. To me, this is perfect articulation, and you're going to be able to get Superman into any type of Superman. Like poses, and I'm about to show you some of those cool poses right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the Mafex Batman Hush Superman. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure with detail, I'd easily give it an even 9. Articulation, I would definitely give it a perfect 10. Accessories, I'd have to give it a 6.5. And then the overall quality, I'd give it an 8.5. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did have mine imported from Japan, but Agelessgeeks should have this in any day now, so you can check out their website, agelessgeeks.com, and when you check out, use codename Daredevil, and you will get yourself a bit of a discount if you can't find something on the website. I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. So as everyone can see, we do get the same style box that we got. Blah, 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 blah. So as everyone can see, we do get the basic style. Blah, blah. Let's get this figure up and take a closer look. Did an exceptional the Mafex black and gray version Batman Hush. Batman the Malibu Babidi and Boo. I messed it up.